Good morning, world. I'm trying really hard to look at the little video camera thing and not my own reflection. It is early in the morning. Okay, fine, not that early. It's early in the morning for me. And I don't know if you can hear that consistent whining, but I'm going to kill the dog. I'm not. When I get in the mood where I feel like I'm going to kill the dog, I have to change my perception. Okay, here's my new change in perception. I am more stubborn than she is, and I am not letting her out of that crate until she stops whining. Now, I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking, oh my God, it's first thing in the morning, she is going to pee herself. That's what I used to think too. And then I got really frustrated and stubborn, and I thought, fine, she can pee herself. Actually, that wasn't with this dog. That was with a totally different dog. It was with multiple totally different puppies. Multiple. And what I learned was that like 1 in 10 actually does pee themselves. Can you hear her whining? Probably not. I don't know how good this microphone is. So anyway, when I learned that only 1 in 10 pees themselves, I thought, okay, in that case, I am leaving them in their crates until they stop whining. I also know that for this particular puppy, come on, Doc, good boy. We didn't go to bed until midnight. I said it was early for me. And so she went out and got to go to the bathroom. Isn't she cute? She doesn't feel so cute right now. Anyway, so, oh God. Wait, what am I doing? What's wrong? Oh, huh. Can you hear her get louder? Mm-hmm. Now, I could sit here with her, but I ain't going to. Oh God, camera, right. I'm looking at the camera, not myself. I could sit here with her, but I'm not going to because she's beyond that point, okay? She's not really a puppy. She's like 7 or 8 months old. She does not need her hand held this much. She knows that I'm here. This whining is not, oh, my back hurts. This whining is not about, oh my God, I've been left alone and abandoned. This whining is about, but I want to. Okay. So, she's going to have to wait. And my mental shift that I need to make here so that I don't start wanting to kill the puppy is this. You kind of gotta admire a dog that can keep it up for that long. Before I started this video, I've been laying in bed for like an hour. Not so much not getting out of bed because of her, more like using her as an excuse so that I didn't have to get out of bed. We all do this thing. There she is. Now that I'm in view, see, she's a little bit better. There are other things I can do, like with a baby puppy who really is whining because they are afraid they're going to be left alone and abandoned. I would just go sit in front of the crate. I would not look at her or talk to her because if you do that, then it rewards the behavior, and I don't want to reward that behavior. So it's like, I'm going to give you a cold shoulder, but I'm going to sit right here so you know that you haven't been abandoned, right? This puppy is beyond that. Normally what I would do at this point, and I know this sounds mean, but bear with me, I would go get my squirt bottle and I would squirt her until she stopped crying. I really like doing that actually, because if they are crying even when you're there, they're not calming down, and they're not being crate trained that second, like they've been in a crate like Zoe for months, and so they should have a better understanding of this. I will use a squirt bottle because it cuts through any anxiety and stuff like that and brings those levels back down to a level where she can then calm herself. This, however, isn't that insane. And the thing is with Zoe is that she doesn't care if I squirt her. She just starts crying the second I stop squirting her. I mean, there's not even enough time for me to go open the door before she starts crying again. So squirt bottle doesn't work. I've been known to go over and like rattle the crate a little bit with a puppy. I'll say, no, we don't cry, and I'll go tap it to disrupt the behavior. So With an older dog, I'll rattle it. But that doesn't work with her either. I could rattle it really hard. I could like pick it up and thump it around, assuming my back was not bad. But that starts to feel awfully abusive, and I don't want to feel abusive. Whether or not somebody else would say it was abusive is not my issue. It's whether or not it meshes with my internal morals, and it doesn't. Same thing with squirting. I probably could squirt her until she stopped, but I would probably feel abusive. I mean, I'd be having to squirt her until she was turning and cowering in her crate, and I don't want that either. That would definitely be making me feel abusive. So I could in fact, I did this. I took my lightweight coat yesterday morning and went and I swung it. I'll show you my lightweight coat. My lightweight coat is like super, super warm. It's got down feathers inside, but it's like all of half a pound or something. It makes nice noises though. So I took it and I went overhand whoosh, whoosh, on top of her crate, which did make her stop. But she wasn't cowering, but I certainly got a, oh my God, kind of reaction. And again, even that was too much for me. I don't want that much of a fear reaction, especially when they're in their crate and they can't escape. If she had done something really naughty and I did that and she went, oh my God, I wouldn't feel as bad if she was outside of her crate because I would know that she could leave, right? And I want my dogs learning that if they don't like something, they can leave. But she can't leave in her crate. She's just stuck there. And then there's this thing coming down on top of her. And it doesn't matter that it's light or that it's lightweight or that it wouldn't hurt her if it actually whacked her. I'm uncomfortable with it. So I did it yesterday and I thought, ooh, no, I am uncomfortable with that. So I'm not willing to do it again, which leaves me with, let's see, I could take a noisemaker and make noise. And I did that and she didn't care. So I took a noisemaker and I chucked it towards the crate, away from her, but towards the crate. So it banged the bars that were away from her and it made noise. But again, I was like, nope, not comfortable with that either. So I'm left with waiting her out. I've been waiting her out. Let's see, yesterday after I did the coat thing, she actually did not stop crying. She picked it up again right away. And the day before that, I waited her out. And the day before that, I waited her out. Shit. I really wanted to get that on video. Oh well. The day before that, I waited her out. So finally, this is actually getting better. So how many days did I say? Like 4, 5 days of waiting her out. And now she's finally down to a whine instead of like an ungodly screech. You can see how calm she is. You'll notice when I come back into sight, she stops whining. This is one of the reasons I am not actually sitting in front of her crate with my back turned, because as far as she's concerned, this is what's working. She whines, I come in, I don't look at her, she goes quiet, she gets out. If I walk away and I'm out of sight again, the whining picks back up. So I'm waiting for her to stop whining. This video is now 8.5 minutes long. I was waiting for an hour before that. This is a test of patience. So when you're doing this and you think, oh my God, this poor puppy probably has to get out and pee. It is 10:40. She hasn't peed since 12 o'clock last night. That's 10 hours and 40 minutes. That's a really long time. She's probably crossing her little legs. Yes, and the worst that's gonna happen is that she's gonna pee in her crate and be sad. And I'm gonna have to clean it up, and that's gonna suck. But if I can stand this out, then long term, it will work. Short term, for the next week, I might be miserable. And in order not to get frustrated and angry or frustrated and give up, I have to change my thinking, right? Right back to where I started. Wow, look at my hair. I did mention it's first thing in the morning, right? I'm changing my thinking. I am thinking, wow, instead of being angry with her, I am really impressed at her tenacity. It takes a lot of energy to keep up that little whine. Pretty impressive. Now I'm not so angry about it. And if I need to, I can turn on a white noise machine and just drown her out, which God knows I have done many times with many dogs. Right? Hang in there. Good luck.